aka Eileen the Little Craft. Additional information about this show, arts, cast, and everything in between, and the Little Craft the show, which is on YouTube. Additional information can be found on my website, eileenlittlecraft.com. Alrighty, guys, it is with a heavy heart and sorrow that I give my love and support to the Dia family. Unfortunately, my young cousin from my mom's side of the family, Athena, had passed away, and it's with a heavy heart that I have to say goodbye to one of my cousins, and a beautiful family member. So may you rest in peace, and we love you. Whew, where do you go from there, right? Yeah, so anyway, guys, it's a little hard to do this, but the blog is up to date, so I'm super excited about that. The video for It's Cosmetics, a haul / first impression of review is going to be up Friday, and just want to thank everybody, especially the listeners for SoundCloud, that have been giving me likes. Thank you so very much. It's really greatly appreciated, and you guys are awesome, and I appreciate that. I don't remember if I mentioned this or not, but I got the email saying that my podcast should be up on Spotify for about 2 to 3 weeks. So that is really awesome. Made my week. Last week I got the email, and so therefore I actually have not been watching it. I just been kind of like looking and just, I'll pop into my email or whatever the case may be, but I haven't been watching the dates or anything like that, because I've just been focusing on trying to not cry, getting the videos up. I had a lot of videos already before this incident occurred, so I'm just kind of editing them so that I can try and be distracted of what's going on. So, alright, so this is a funny thing. Honestly, guys, I wasn't thinking about doing this podcast, because where do you go from that to the other part of it? It was that, my thing about what's going on with Street Outlaws kind of made a funny thing happen. It kind of was a funny thing that happened. Alright, so Thursday, David was home. We had a pink eye incident from Mr. Dez. He's okay, but, pink eye sucks. And he shows me this video, and I was just like, oh my goodness. I was really honestly going to do a podcast about that. So, honestly, I thought about it last night. I was just like, this is messed up. I don't know if I should do a podcast or not. Like, I kind of feel like I'll be riding on the coattails of this, and, not riding on how do I put this? Yeah, like, it kind of will look like I'm riding on the coattails of this, but I thought about it. I think it was the 3rd or 4th, show that I was thinking about it, and I was like, I really want to do a podcast about this. I was going to ask David if he wanted to be a part of it, but I don't know why. I slipped my mind. And then, like I said, on Thursday, Wednesday, he shows me this video of when they went live. Sean, Big Daddy Dave, and Big Chief, all there with their crew and stuff like that, which you can hear the audio a little bit. I think that they should have put the camera a little closer or have them a little closer. It kind of sucks. I know the drama of having an issue with your mic, because some cameras do not have really good mics on them, and they don't have adapters, so you wouldn't be able to plug in an external mic, so that really wonks. Which that's the reason why. And if you're not editing your video, like, you can see whether or not if you have like noise in the background, if you need to raise up the volume in the video. So things like that do happen, and for being a YouTuber, I definitely know that is a problem. The struggles of being a YouTuber. And the other thing that you can do if you're not doing a live video is you can somehow record it while you're doing that with something else. Like let's say if you want to do your phone, and then you can ditch the audio and bring up the audio. Like what I was going to say, bring the audio, from like let's say your phone or whatever, and see if that works, or do a voiceover, if you can. There's a bunch of different ways of doing it. But if you're doing it like I think the phone might be the best way, because it kind of is, you'll have your mic on, and you can email. I don't know if you can email an audio file, because I know that there are sometimes where if I'm doing a video and if I want to, like, let's say use it for a Femora clip, or I don't know why if I want to use it for editing, sometimes it doesn't always go through. Dropbox doesn't always work for me. It's complicated. But anyways, let's get back to what I was talking about. Sorry, I went off on a tangent there. So they did a live broadcast, which was really cool. It was nice to see them, since they're on podcasts. They were told that they had to get rid of the podcast, which sucked tremendously. But at the same time, I don't know. It was cool. Like I said, it was really nice to see them. Anyways, so they were talking about, what was going on, especially last night's episode. There's a lot of issues with Street Outlaws right now, and it seems like what's going on with all this drama on Street Outlaws is basically my thing. Apparently, there's just been drama going on, and it seems like it's been building slowly but surely, and I think it's due to the competitiveness of the drivers. And everybody is really frustrated also at the fact that their cars keep kind of breaking down. It seems like after every other race, or every race, it seems like they would need to retune it, some part broken, and it's just really, it's kind of weird and sad at the same time, but it is what it is, right? So the conspiracy theories, which when Sean came out with the with the tinfoil hat, I just, oh my goodness. Alright, so my first thing off the back, you guys know I'm not a huge Chuck fan, so I kind of feel like here is the deal. Honestly, I know that there are some people who would want him to be kicked off the list or suspended for a little bit. I kind of see a point, but then again, I kind of feel like part of it was the drama of the show, in my opinion. I kind of feel like he goes through those stages where it's like, I don't know if it's because he's just that darn competitive, or that is just part of his nature that he just flips the switch really quick, or because the drama of the show or the way they cut it, we may not know all of the details of why he flipped out on oh my goodness, what is this guy's name? Shane. Sorry about that. Shane's. So therefore we don't know why he flipped out that badly. I personally think that the whole situation was ridiculous, because I kind of feel like Shane is not really doing anything. Like, he's just, but then again, you don't know what he said after the cameras, like cut off or whatever. So therefore, I kind of see the point. I don't know. I kind of feel like suspending him, would, like, even though I feel that it's unnecessary, all this drama, me personally, like Chief said that, they got to do man stuff, which I kind of feel like is stupid, but that's just me. It is what it is. I'm not going to agree, with him, and he may not agree with me either, like, what. So we'll agree to disagree. I kind of was like, that's pretty stupid, because you don't want people getting hurt. Like, you don't want, somebody getting hurt, even though nobody got hurt. I just feel that, it just takes away from the driving. That's just me. I think that all this extra drama that's being put on is, like I said, for the show. I kind of feel like people are just frustrated, and I'm going to name names. Ryan, for example, I kind of was starting to like you, and now I'm like, no, you didn't just say that. Like, you may think, oh, because I'm bashing your boy. No, I just feel like just because you're not number one, when you were not number one, Chief was holding the light fine. Then I totally agree with Chief on this one. Then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, you're pulling in my car first, and you're doing this, and you're doing that. It's like, And if that was a problem right then and there, why didn't you say it in the driver's meeting? Should have squashed it right then and there. Like, X, Y, and Z is going on. So I commend Chief on what he said. Well, they're both complaining, so I just I put them both in, and I thought that was a very clever move on his part. And some people were thinking that he's just being a Weisenhammer, and at that point, I kind of feel like, yeah, you should have just done that, because you're darn if you do, and you're darn if you don't. And they both should have said something right then and there. So, they say they're men of their word. They want the brotherhood. So sometimes you're going to agree and disagree with others. And at that point, squash it at that meeting. Pick up your big boy pants and say what you got to say. But as far as him holding the light crooked, I don't see that. And they even slowed it down so that, So we, could see. I was like, And then when I saw it, I was like, no, you just left late. I don't know. Or maybe it was not sitting properly in your car. I don't know. Or maybe you weren't looking at him properly. I don't know. Maybe you were dazed out. I don't know. But it clearly does not show that. And if you guys disagree with me, I would love to hear from you about that. Let's just be, clean about it. And let me know what you think about all this drama. I kind of feel like it takes away. But then it irks me because people are saying, oh, well, you don't talk enough. And then all of a sudden now you're talking too much. I like a clean in the middle. I like to know what's going on with their cars. I like to know what they were thinking. I like to know. I don't really particularly like the trash talking, but hey, it is what it is. I don't particularly like the drama. Well, actually, no, I don't like the drama. And I like to know, about them. What do they think about their cars? What do they, what do they would like to see happen in the future, with their cars or with the 405, things like that. I would like to know. If they want to give a little bit of personal information, that's up to them. It'd be cool. But if not, hey, it is their life. It is their personal life. So therefore, I kind of feel like this drama is just unnecessary, and I kind of feel like they need to sit down. And they were even at one point, somebody joked about, oh, let's have another list shake up. I thought that this list shake up was going to help everything, but apparently it didn't. It made things worse, and it was just absolutely crazy and insane. And the fact that they came out and said, oh, that they're protecting their boy, I kind of feel like you guys are all supposed to be a team, somewhat, of boys. And when out-of-towners, come, then you will see. I kind of feel like Chief hinted at a really funny thing, which I kind of feel like I don't know if he was hinting towards the unfortunate wreck, which I am so grateful that Monza was able to walk away from that, and that really was scary. I don't even know how people deal with that, but he was the first one there to when he got out his car, he almost busted his neck trying to get to the man, which I commend him for that. That's awesome. And like I said, Chuck kind of goes in waves. But still, he's not my favorite person. And I think that, I don't know if it was this particular, what is that? episode that he was talking about, or another episode that's coming about, that you guys will see a different side of Chuck. I see that he's passionate about racing. Do I think that he's going about it the right way? Not particularly. Do I think that he's a trash talker? Yes, and I kind of don't particularly like trash talkers. You know, you put your mouth where your money is. That's just me. You know, but I do commend him for, you know, like sticking up for, you know, the guys in the 405 when they do have wrecks. I do commend him, not sticking up, but like being there and supporting and making sure they're okay. I think that shows huge character. I also think that when other towners come and he tries to, you know, protect the reputation of the 405, that's commendable as well. But all the other stuff I can deal without. Like I said, that's just me. I don't know. Like I said, I just hope that the show is not going to be completely continue with all this drama. I love the show. I enjoy watching them race. Congrats to Big Chief. The one thing, and I'm going to say it, David was laughing at me. The one thing he said when he won, he now go get my crown, woman. I was like, oh no, he didn't. So, yeah, I could, you know, even though I rooted for Chief, I was like, oh no, you just ruined the win for me. Like, really? Come on now, dude. Why? I don't know if he said that to be joking or he actually, you know, kind of meant it. But I was like, no, he didn't. So, anyways, my cat wants to get in on the podcast. So if you heard that, I apologize. What else was going on in my head? Like I said, Daddy Dave didn't want to be part of this drama. And he had no idea, like, what was going on about the race and this, that, and the third. I kind of feel like, I don't know, in my opinion, since Shane was broke, I kind of felt like maybe they should have made Chuck and John race again. That was just me. As far as somebody, which I feel Sean's, what he said about, like, really, like, I'm thinking the same thing, that he said, oh, I want to race people that are only 100%, considering that his car isn't always 100%, that's one, and two, the next thing I know, he's calling out Murder Nova, and Murder Nova's hurt, so, but he didn't call out Chuck, so I'm like, something ain't right in Denmark. Like, why didn't you do that? Like, I just kind of feel like that was a hypocritical move in my opinion. And just a little bit BS. I could say BS, you know, but you know, you guys know what I mean. I kind of feel like that was just a little crock and just a really dumb movement on his part, and he got whipped. Congratulations to Murder Nova for fixing the car. Super excited he's back on the list. I actually could not believe he was not on the list, and I'm like, oh, what? Get out. That's insane. Just insane. But yeah, so I think that was really crazy, and all this conspiracy theories between the drivers about this, that, you know, pulling in me first. I don't know if they're going to address the light situation. It's hilariously funny, and the fact that when Chuck, and the way it was shot, that Shane already asked Sean if he jumped, supposedly, and he said yeah, he jumped. And the next thing it knows, it looks like it's so funny because it made it look like, so sometimes I wonder about these certain drama pieces. Are they shot in a way or edited in a way that makes it look like there's more to it? And why would you do something like that? I guess to make the show more interesting. I think that the premise of the show is interesting enough. They already have enough issues with dealing with each other. Don't add more to the fire. I kind of feel like it would make more resentment out after, like, oh, you said this, or you made me look like this, or, I kind of feel like it's just really ridiculous. But that's just me. If you guys go on YouTube, I forgot, it's on, I think, West Coast. Not West Coast. Oh, I forgot. You can look it up. They have it. They have it on YouTube, and it was a really interesting thing on the topics that they were talking about, which clarifies some things, and it's like, oh, so that's what really happened. I mean, it kind of makes it look like, I don't want to say edited, like it makes it look fake, but it gives a little bit more in-depth detail, and I'm glad that they were able to do that to clarify certain things. What I would like to see happen is that if they honestly feel that, let's just be honest, if they think that Chief is not being the person, I forgot what they call that, the race master, if he's not being a good race master, for the light or whatever the case may be, then maybe Farm Truck should do it. I think that he's great on that. Daddy Dave is another good one. Who else? At this point, I can't think of anybody else. I think that's it. And maybe they should just get somebody else to do the light, and or maybe what is that? Interview somebody, like test their skills out. I don't know at this point. But it is what it is, and I just can't wait to see next week's show. So I'm interested in to see what happens, and wishing them, the guys, all the best of luck. All of the 4 or 5 guys, and so I'm gonna end it here and tell you guys thank you so very much. I have been really excited. Guess who made 75 watch hours? Woohoo! And thank you guys for commenting, liking, and listening. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. Whether you're from the U.S. and abroad, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this podcast. If you guys have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. Or you can always email me your comments or questions. My email address is eileen@eileenlilcropta.com. Thank you for listening, and have a great day, and enjoy your week. And I will not see you. I'll catch you in the next podcast. Bye for now.